On this July 8th, 2025, we pause in reverence to remember 9 remarkable individuals, each of whom shaped their corner of the world through art, words, leadership, and resilience. From the sharp lines of an editorial cartoon to the gentle verses of a poet, from stages and studios to courtrooms and boardrooms, they pour their talents and convictions into the world, leaving a legacy we continue to feel and cherish. Today, we honor their stories, grateful for the color and meaning they brought into our lives. Steve Benson wielded his pen like a scalpel, cutting to the heart of issues with wit, insight, and courage. For decades of the Arizona Republic and later the Arizona Mirror, his cartoons became a staple of political and social commentary, unafraid to challenge authority or provoke thought. His illustrations were more than drawings. They were conversations, asking readers to question and to care. Throughout his career, Steve won accolades, but it was his uncompromising honesty and his ability to make people think and laugh that made him unforgettable. Even as he faced health challenges, his creativity never dimmed, proving that the power of art endures even when the body falters. James Carter Cathcart brought beloved characters to life for millions of children and adults alike. His voice animated some of the most iconic figures in pop culture, from Mischievous Meowth in Pokemon to Rose in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sonic X. Behind the microphone, he had a gift for infusing characters with humor, warmth, and humanity, turning them into friends for audiences around the world. For decades, his work became the soundtrack to childhoods, sparking imaginations and inspiring countless fans. James's battle with throat cancer was a painful irony for someone who gave his voice so generously to others. Yet his spirit and his legacy remain, living on in the stories and memories he helped create. Tim Cronin brought thunder to the stage as drummer for the rock band Monster Magnet. With fierce precision and raw energy, he powered the band's sound, helping to define a generation of psychedelic and hard rock with style that was unmistakable. But beyond the music, Tim was admired for his humility and kindness, qualities that made him not just a musician, but a friend and mentor to many. His fight with ALS was long and cruel, yet he faced it with a quiet bravery that inspired those around him. His rhythm may have stopped, but the echo of his music will never fade. Edward D. Preet's story was one of complexity, marked by triumphs, challenges, and controversy. Rise and become Mayor of Cranston and later Governor of Rhode Island, he shaped policy and steered a state through turbulent times. Though his later years were shadowed by legal troubles and conviction, many remember his earlier years of public service and his commitment to improving infrastructure and education. His life reminds us that leaders are human, their legacies woven of both light and shadow, each chapter offering lessons to those who follow. David Flabad's words and stories lit up American television screens for decades. As a writer and producer on Desperate Housewives, 8 Simple Rules, Masters of Sex, and many more, he crafted narratives that were both entertaining and deeply human. Behind the scenes, David was known as a generous collaborator, someone who could find humor even in darkness and tenderness even in conflict. His battle with cystic fibrosis was a quiet one, fought with resilience and grace. The stories he told continue to touch hearts, reminding us of the power of empathy and imagination. Sarah J. Harper blazed a trail through courtrooms and communities alike. As a lawyer and one of the first African-American women to sit on the Ohio Court of Appeals, she broke barriers and opened doors for countless others. Her commitment to justice extended beyond the bench, mentoring young lawyers, advocating for fairness, and dedicating herself to public service with wisdom and compassion. Nearly a century of life was lived with dignity and purpose, leaving behind a legacy of justice served and lives touched. Alan G. Hassenfeld helped bring joy to millions as CEO and chairman of Hasbro. Under his leadership, the company flourished, launching beloved toys and games that became a part of childhoods everywhere. But Alan was also deeply philanthropic, investing his time and resources into education, healthcare, and social justice causes. His vision extended beyond business, believing that success is measured not just in profit, but in positive impact. The toys he helped create may have sparked imaginations, but it was his generosity that truly built his legacy. Fannie Howe's words were like whispers of truth carried on wind. Her poetry and prose explored faith, identity, love, and doubt with an elegance that invited reflection. Her work, often lyrical and searching, resonated with readers around the world, offering comfort and contemplation in equal measure. She was more than a writer. She was a seeker, someone who helped others make sense of the mysteries of existence through her gentle, probing verse. Paulette Giles crafted stories that felt timeless, her novel news of the world transporting readers to another era with its rich detail and deep humanity. Her books, steeped in history and character, reminded us that every life, no matter how small or forgotten, holds meaning. Her work was both intimate and expansive, capturing the landscapes of both the American frontier and the human heart. In her pages, readers found adventure, solace, and a sense of connection to those who came before. Today, we remember and honor Steve Benson, James Carter Cathcart, Tim Cronin, Edward D. Preet, David Flabat, Sarah J. Harper, Alan G. Hassenfeld, Fannie Howe, and Paulette Giles. From courtrooms to cartoons, rock stages to poetry readings, boardrooms to broadcast studios, these lives remind us of the many ways one can leave a mark. Their stories are threads in the vast tapestry of our shared humanity, each one unique, yet woven together by passion, perseverance, and a desire to make the world a little brighter. On this day, we carry their memories forward, grateful for the light they gave us, and inspired to honor them in how we live our own lives. Rest in peace. Your voices, your words, your rhythms, and your visions remain with us always,